Yes, they have a role. Yes, they have responsibility. But as a man, as a leader, to say I can't fix this shit unless she changes, that's not the definition of a man.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
See, I think we're on two different accords. Like, I don't think we're saying that. What I'm saying is I'm capable of being that leader, that provider. I've worked hard in my life. We tell black men that we have to now deal with masculine women, women with children.
Why is she masculine? Because she's had to raise the kids alone. Not one woman,
so
brother, a whole community.
So you mean to tell me the only woman I can look forward in my life is a masculine woman that has kids by other men?
No.
That's what I have to look forward to?
But I'm telling you, mistakes made by black men systemically gave rise to the conditions that allowed her to be masculine and made her end up with a man that you consider to be less than what he should be.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Man, I can't stand Umar. He always puts the blame on men. He always, look, for any man, any person to be a leader, they have to have followers. Do you understand? To be a follower, you have to submit to the leadership. If you're, as a follower, not willing to submit to leadership, then how can you say you're looking for a leader?
Makes sense.
You're not. He always puts the blame squarely on black men. And like Sister Shahrazad Ali said 30 years ago, okay, black men say we're responsible for this part of it. What part do black women admit to playing a part in the dysfunction? Is it all on black men?
What I also tell black women, if you're going to go get you an African man from the continent, you're going to have to understand that the way in which you talk to black men in America will not be tolerated over there.
Why the fuck is it tolerated? It's not tolerated here. That's what we're trying to tell them.
I know, right?
Well, over here, I want to say this to us, though, because we try to act like the way sisters treat us doesn't have a history that we are not at least partly responsible for. Let's be honest. The black woman has had to hold down the black house by herself, although imperfectly. She's had to do it by herself since the mass incarceration of black males began in the 1970s. So when a sister says, I don't need a man, because she couldn't find one strong enough to hold her down, or when you meet a woman and you say, sister, I'm strong enough to be your man. You ain't got to work or you ain't got to pay the bills or whatever, pull back, I got you. And she can't do it because all the other men before you.
Who the hell cares?
Who disappointed her. So what I'm saying is, black men, we got to be patient with our women because we created that personality.
We have to be held accountable for their poor selection.
No, you have to be held accountable because they have a poor selection.
So that was a lie.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
That's why I can't stand Umar. He's forever saying that it's black men this and black men that. Like women play no part in the relationship. Like they're victims of what men do. No. And he can also say that black women can suffer from societal issues, but those same societal issues don't apply to men. That's why I can't stand Umar. And the fact that he wears a school, Umar. It's been 12, 13, 14 years. Where's the school, Umar? But I digress. He's what is referred to in this space as a Pander Bear.
He's come to tell you what's right and wrong.
Because you're a weak ass panderer.
He loves saying what women want to hear because women will pay. Dr. Umar was the first. Then there was a cat named Derrick JaxN. Then there was a cat named Papi Don. And the last recent incarnation that's run afoul of this space, Ace Metaphor. I'm getting ahead of myself. Cue the intro. Welcome back, welcome back.
Welcome back.
I'm back, you gold taxes.
If this is your first time finding my channel, the name of my channel is in the intro. Who am I? I'm Uncle L. You call me Uncle Short. Why? Because I'm old as hell and I'm somebody's uncle. And I'm that uncle that tells you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Rest in peace, Pops. Rest in peace. Today, I'm reacting to men in this space that we refer to as Pander Bears.
He's gonna tell you what's right and wrong.
Because you're a weak-ass panderer.
Yeah, Pander Bears. They're men they're the slick talking dudes, usually pretty boys. They tell women what they want to hear, not what they need to hear. Opposite of me. They lie to women. They tell sweet lies. I'm not gonna keep rambling. But before we get into the content, if you would, give me a like, give me a sub, give me a share. To all my subs, my day ones and my new subs, man, I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all help me get monetized, y'all. I'm at like 1,015, 1,016 subs. I believe in baby steps. Help me run these numbers up to 1,500 subs. With that said, let's get into the content.
Derrick JaxN is one of the most infamous dating coaches in the last decade, especially in the black community. You see, Derrick JaxN knew how to speak to a woman's heartbeat. He knew how to get in her ears. And the content that he made, it lifted a lot of women up while at the same time castigating men. And because he has a black female audience, that automatically meant castigating black men.
Oh, a woman will never forget how you treated her when she was at her lowest. And it ain't even about what you did or didn't do. It's more about who you revealed yourself to be. Because crisis doesn't create character, it exposes it. A lot of dudes wait way too long to get their act together, but then wonder why their girl don't appreciate their transformation. It's because you done burnt out the best of her in the beginning. Like, even if she does forgive you, even if you really have changed, she ain't the same no more. You can't keep disappointing a woman over and over and over again and think you're gonna get the exact same version of her. She don't even look at you the same.
The time I had asked him, I was like, do you believe the things that you're saying, right? Because this is at the beginning of his career really like taking off. And I'm like, do you believe the things that you're saying? And it really caused a rift.
Because you questioned whether or not he believed that which he was sharing with the masses on avoiding F-boys and that type of stuff. Y'all fell out because you asked him if he truly believed what he was saying?
I asked him that, yes. It was a big thing, and we did fall out, along with the fact that there was actually other girls at the time.
Umar was the first. This guy, Derrick JaxN, he was the second. He came up right before TikTok, doing his inspirational daily dissertations on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. He gained popularity and notoriety because he would tell women exactly what they wanted to hear, that it's not their fault. Oh, no, it has nothing to do with the man you chose. Oh, it has nothing to do with the fact that you ignored his red flags. Hey, and it doesn't matter if you have 1 to 5 kids by 1 to 5 dudes. You're still a queen, and that man is not a man if he don't accept you and all the baggage you come with.
It's like winning.
He got paid. Come to find out, as you can see by the material that I presented, he was the guy that he was describing himself. He was a chameleon. He was a male chameleon, fooling all these ladies to get paid.
He ain't lying.
2 things a woman want to hear: her Cash App and Zelle, and what's her full name and birthday. Book her a trip. If you really want her, do something different. Stop asking her to the movies or the dinner. She can drive there herself. Do something no one else is asking her for. Take her on fucking vacation, you cheap, broke bastards.
Are you crazy? Or just plain stupid?
The first day you meet her, treat her. She already went on a date with you. Now give her some fucking money. Then you want to wonder why you don't get no pussy at the end of the first or the second date.
Don't give a fuck.
We do not care. You didn't let this girl get her hair, her nails done, pick out an outfit, and drive to you, offer some free dinner and a fucking conversation, and you think that you go hit at the end of the night. Listen, if he don't do nothing for you on the first date, I swear to God, when you get back in the car, just text your ex. Just go ahead and text your ex. These niggas don't know what they doing out here.
A few moments later.
I'm a great father.
Okay.
All the way around.
What makes somebody a great father? Can you really be a great father when you have 4 different kids from 4 different? How could you be there all? How could you be there?
I can't be there all the time.
So how could you say you're a great father?
That's a good question. You're actually right. I try to I have sons, right, that I speak to all the time. It's the kids, and I'm not blaming their moms. Their moms actually pushed them. So I text my sons all the time. I try to be the demanding force in their life. I check up on them all the time. Like my 15-year-old, my 10-year-old, I'm on them. Now my daughter, she lives here in Miami. I see her every week, all week. Her mother's an amazing mother, amazing businesswoman. She allows me to see my daughter whenever I want. And I love that. In the sense of when I say I'm a great father in the summertime, I tell all my baby moms, just give me the kids. And to be honest with you, and I'm not saying this for clout or anything, I tell my baby moms all the time, just give me the kids. Live your life, build yourself up. They know what I do, I'm good.
Please believe me. Please believe me.
Once again, like Umar, like Derrick JaxN, we got this third cat, Papi Don. Gets on here saying, oh, men are this or men are that. Men need to send cash apps and fly chicks out and do all these things for these women who may have 1 to 5 kids by 1 to 5 dudes. It's the men that are falling short. The women are perfect. Even if they have 1 to 5 kids by 1 to 5 dudes, 20 to 70 pounds overweight, 3 to 5 chins, no neck, body shaped like a potato. The women have nothing to do with it. Pander Bear number 3.
He's gonna tell you what's right and wrong.
Because you're a weak-ass panderer.
Let's continue.
Stop being wives to men who are only in with you. Some of you guys ain't even in committed relationships giving committed actions to. You are sharing your body, your mind, your spirit with a man that only likes you.
Loving somebody that don't like you for real will make you question everything about yourself. You'll ask yourself, am I really a good girl? Am I really valuable? Is somebody ever gonna see me as a wife?
How about no?
Listen, there will always be somebody to remind you who you once was, what you used to do. There's always gonna be somebody that don't see the value of who you are now, how beautiful you are, how awesome you are, how much of a different person you are. Stop letting these men play in your face as if you're not beautiful, as if you're not worth it, as if there is a man right now praying to God to eventually meet you. You are somebody's he who finds a good thing. You are somebody not easily broken. You are somebody what God has yoked together. You are that 3-fold cord that somebody is praying for.
A few moments later.
A man that would tell you what you want to hear is a very dangerous man. They just said Ace Metaphor was smashing the whole crew.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
I heard Ace Metaphor was fucking everybody. He told y'all though. You know what's funny? The ones y'all hate for real, the ones y'all can't fucking stand, me, Penny, essentially married men who don't really care for female validation online, so pissing y'all off it don't really register. We told y'all.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
What y'all doing? Y'all didn't know, y'all wasn't paying attention. I hear that this Ace Metaphor dude, for example, is a panda bear. I don't think that he's necessarily pandering. I think that every last one of these guys, him, Derrick JaxN, somebody told me that he was on tour with Derrick JaxN before he broke off and did his own thing and created his own cards. Shout out to him for running up a bag and getting to the money and all of that. And I'm gonna break this down in a couple different parts, right? Shout out to him for getting the bag and getting the money and all of that. But I think that what y'all not realizing is that it's for the bag. All of this is entertainment. All of this stuff that y'all see these guys doing is entertainment, because ultimately, and what Derrick JaxN proved to y'all, and what apparently this Ace Metaphor dude is proving to y'all, is that we all think the same.
That's facts, man. Clean, bro.
They package themselves differently in order to get the bag.
More money, more money, more money.
right? They understand their audience, they understand what women want, but at what point will y'all learn, ladies, that the dudes that pander to y'all the most are the ones that's profiting off of y'all the most?
No, it ain't who I think it is. It's okay to be upfront about that, but understand, just because you are transparent don't mean I want to with you afterwards. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Captain Pander Bear?
He's gonna tell you what's right and wrong.
Because you're a weak-ass panderer.
This nigga is the nigga that got the Tonight conversation and causing an abusive environment for his panel guests?
It's a lot to say. It's a lot that happened. It was a lot of manipulation and taking advantage of people. And neither of us deserve that or deserve to feel like that.
After the Diddy situation, I often ask myself how people could be so inconsiderate and insensitive in the comments and ask questions like why it takes so long, or how come they didn't say this, or how come everybody wants to come out of the woodwork. So I kind of want to break down abuse real quick so that the is in the back that ain't never been abused, or maybe the ones that are doing the abusing, could really understand where I'm coming from.
So ain't nobody gonna talk about everybody leaving tonight's conversation? Anybody gonna talk about Keita Rose posting that once she reads her NDAs and stuff that she's gonna tell everything that happened? But I never signed no NDA, and he used to work for me, so I can tell you how that nigga was.
But we'll get into that on another video.
And been married before, yeah. That's who y'all be taking relationship advice from.
Well, don't say that.
In fact, she got so
because
much
it's
experience.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Because it's position like, that's not. So when you say things like, that's who you take advice from, how am I supposed to know? How am I supposed to know?
That's who.
So don't this is why it makes me mad, right? And this is why I stay doing jokey jokes. And I do jokey jokes, and I don't get too deep, because like, you don't know things that are going on.
Unfortunately, a lot of people look at influencers and people on podcasts and TV shows as if they're up here, and that person, the people that's watching, is down here, and they start idolizing people, and they start living on their every word and becoming fanatics of them.
She's got a point.
Hold on. How am I to know what they're doing behind closed doors? I'm assuming that whatever persona is up is what. So, and then if they got people corroborating, they are who they say they are. That doesn't fall on the person. That's what I'm saying. That don't
do when you assume.
I thank you.
Okay.
Remember when I was told this ain't no fucking healing place?
He told you, no. He told me when I said, well, she just want to talk about the assault that happened to her, when she just want to talk more about more serious topics, because sometimes it just be seeming salacious, so she just want to do that. He said, who told her to heal? He said, this ain't no fucking healing place.
Damn. I'm sorry.
Who told her to heal is crazy.
So, along the way, there have been men that have tried to tell these ladies, Umar, Derrick JaxN, Papi Don, now Ace Metaphor, these cats are full of crap. They're saying what you want to hear. Meanwhile, cats like Kevin Samuels, Anton Daniels, Average Man Unplugged, MTR, there's a Dennis Sperling, there's a score of individuals I could just continue to name off that have been telling y'all the truth. And that's the worst thing y'all can do to a young lady these days, is tell them the truth. Or a woman in general. Women like sweet lies. It's amazing. You heard what the lady said Ace Metaphor was up to. You heard what Derrick JaxN was doing to his wife. Dr. Umar has two different baby mamas, but he's talking about black men need to build communities. And Papi Don has 4 baby mamas, 4 different kids by 4 different women.
God damn it! You can't
make this shit up. And these are the dudes you ladies trust. Hey, I'm gonna wrap this one up right here, and I'm gonna let the content speak for itself. Ladies, like I say all the time, I'm Uncle L. I tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And that don't apply for ladies. That applies for everybody. Because I look a dude in his face and tell him what the fuck is his problem. Because you know why? I'm a fuck up. I can tell you what you don't need to do. Because I can tell you exactly what'll happen if you do it. So when I say that to say, when men come at you, older men or men who have this aura of wisdom come at you and tell you, hey, listen to me. I don't want you to go this route. Listen to them. If you would, give me a like, give me a share, and give me a sub. Oh my God, I appreciate y'all so much. I am at 1,015, 1,016 subs. I'm monetized, y'all. So now it's time to drive the numbers up even farther. I didn't think I would get to 1,000. Can I get to 1,500? Can y'all help me get to 1,500? I sure would appreciate it. I'll catch you on the next one. Toodles.